A wonderful atmosphere in this most beautiful town in the kingdom of Kerry. Cork won the toss and are going to be playing from left to right. There's no breeze here. It's very, very warm. It's going to be a real test for the fitness and stamina of these two fine teams. Match referee has come all the way from Crossmaglen Rangers in County Armagh. Pádraig Hughes is the man in black and grey. He's 6 years now a top-class referee. This is his very first Munster Championship match. Cork haven't won in Killarney since 1995. You're about to watch on the Sunday Game Live the Battle of the Champions. Munster and League champions against the All-Ireland champions. On the field at the moment, 8 of the starting 15 in the All-Star selection 2009. And if Paul Galvin and John Miskela come on, there will be 10 All-Stars from 2009 on the pitch. This is Kerry centre-half forward Declan O'Sullivan trying to get by. There's a little bit of afters between himself and Michael Shields. Referee Pádraig Hughes has spotted it, blown his whistle. O'Sullivan is on the ground. Let's see what happened here after the pass. There's a little bit of a slap back there from Michael Shields.
A bit more than a slap back, Marty. He's going to be very lucky he got away with it. But he made a big connection.
Medical team in to make sure that Declan O'Sullivan is able to continue. I'm sure he will be. He was the first to captain a team from Coloston and Skellige down in Cahersiveen to win the Munster Colleges, and guess who his manager was? I think if we look at it again, you'll see Declan O'Sullivan also threw a punch, so perhaps Declan was a bit fortunate as well. This is Brian Sheehan from the St Mary's Club in Cahersiveen. Made his very first appearance in a Kerry senior jersey 5 years ago. Hits it well. It's gliding over that crossbar. It's the opening score in this Munster Championship semi-final.
Beautiful strike. Well, we know all about this. He does this all the time. You know, I didn't even comment as he was running up because we expect him to get them. Look at that for a kick. Fabulous.
There is something still, I know it's a bit traditional, a bit historic, about a footballer taking a free from off the ground, isn't it?
It looks better, it is better, it's more reliable, and he can hit them better than most.
Alan Quirk's kick out, comes over to Seamus Scanlon. Seamus seemed to lunge in, and perhaps touch the ball on the ground as well. Pádraig Hughes wants the free to be taken from where the foul was committed. Comes down towards Aidan Walsh, big day for him. Has proven himself at under 21 level. Back to Paddy Cassan from Clyde Rovers. Was there when Larry Tompkins and indeed Billy Morgan was manager, but has a second lease of life since Conor Cunningham took over the top job. Ball inside to Colm Cooper. He's looking for the star. Here's Kieran Donaghy. Lays it back to O'Sullivan. Oh, classy. Very classy. Declan O'Sullivan laying down a marker to his opponent as well.
Look at the passing.
He's in form.
The passing, Marty, is fantastic, and the movement, as you were describing it, fellas moving off their defenders. Look at this for an execution. Brilliant. Donncha Walsh very good too with the inlet pass from the right wing.
Interestingly, Alan Quirk changes the direction of the kick out. Obviously to see where they may gain some bit of superiority. Kerry going forward. Here comes Darren O'Sullivan. Inside is Colm Cooper. 2 Cork players around him. One of them is Paddy Kelly. Other is Jamie O'Sullivan. Overcarried. Free out to Cork. Good work by Patrick Kelly from Ballincollig. I think he prefers to be called Patrick Kelly rather than Paddy. Free quickly taken is not advantageous to the Rebels. They recover well. And so they begin the process. Graham Canton, so vital to the Lee-siders over the last number of years. Kieran Sheehan, rambling a long way from goal. He's number 14 on his back. Shields is looking around for somebody. Back to Canty, back to Shields. A little bit apprehensive, a bit tentative in the opening stages by Cork. And they still haven't gained any ground after, what, about 5 or 6 passes? Aidan Walsh gone forward slightly. Cork have yet to pass the Kerry 45-metre line. Ray Kerry from Clyde Rovers. Aidan Walsh. Almost 5 minutes played and still haven't got past the 45. They've done it now. And then they lose possession. Simple ball given away. They should have delivered a lot faster. Graham Canty is too near, and there's going to be an extra 13 metres.
It's interesting to look down at the full forward position because it's Paddy Kazan or Paddy Kazan rather is picking up Kieran Donaghy. I wouldn't have bought that one. Maybe he's only marking him while Canty's up the field. We'll see.
Yes, Canty did go on a bit of a tour of Fitzgerald Stadium. It's aimed at Donaghy. Gone back there is Ray Kerry. Good call in between himself and goalkeeper Alan Quirk. Out this side if he needs him is Pierce O'Neill. This is O'Neill. All-Star centre forward 2009. Graham Canty. All-Star centre back 2009. To a newcomer, Aidan Walsh. Gifted at both football and indeed hurling. It loses possession. That's twice it has happened. Too easily given away to the All-Ireland champions. Look who's all alone. Front of the stand, yes, it's Kieran Donaghy. Having his first shot, cutting it across towards Brian Sheehan, goes off the Kerry man, wide ball. I know it's only 6 minutes, Kevin, but you just sense Kerry have settled far better.
Yeah, Cork going very lateral early on. You know, throwing the ball across with no penetration whatsoever. They haven't settled at all. And of course, those 2 quick points have certainly settled the Kerry men.
Alan Quirk missed most of the, in fact all of the National Football League with injury. Did play against Mayo in the last round before the league final. Noel O'Leary, his battles with Paul Galvin have now gained legendary status, and I'm sure that it'll be interesting if Paul Galvin comes off the substitute bench. Will it be Noel O'Leary that'll be marking him? Corey Hughes is showing a yellow card for Darren O'Sullivan. So 1 yellow card for Kerry, 1 for Cork. Donnacha O'Connor has blossomed during the National Football League since emerging from the corners to centre forward. Paddy Kazan putting it in towards Donnacha O'Connor. Mike McCarthy with it. O'Connor gets by 1 challenge. Tries to go through 3. Gets it back for Paddy Kazan. Goes for the shot. But it's not good football out of Cork, Kevin. It's very, very tentative. They seem to be very nervous, and they don't really know what to do when the ball comes towards the Kerry half-back line.
Yeah, and a lot of it epitomised by their young midfielder, Aidan Walsh, who, as you said, 2 turnovers on his first 2 possessions. Always coming back the way with the ball for a midfielder. Should be powering on, trying to break a tackle, make an extra man. But I say very lateral, very tentative.
Kick out for Brendan Keeley. Comes down towards Pierce O'Neill. There's a blatant push in the back. Free is quickly taken. Alan O'Connor to Aidan Walsh, looking around. There's nobody though available, and that's 3 times that has happened to Aidan Walsh, where the ball has been given away. Donnacha Walsh being held by Paddy Kazan. Free for Tomás O'Shea. Today, making a bit of history. His 71st championship appearance. He goes straight to number 1 on the number of appearances. Good ball in, fires the coach. They've got to watch his left foot. Here it comes. There's a point. Kerry have found their rhythm. They've gained that momentum when once they get it, it's very hard to put them off it. Colm Cooper in his 56th championship appearance for his county. Kick out by Alan Quirk. Tomás O'Shea was fouling, so it's going to be a free for the Leesiders.
And just looking down the field, yeah, Canty is gone back on Donaghy. That was obviously a ploy to have once he breaks up the field. Kazan covers in behind him.
Patrick Kelly down towards Paul Kerrigan. Referee felt there was a push by Mark O'Shea. I have my doubts. What do you think, Kevin?
Yeah, I tell you, Mark O'Shea isn't the cornerback that offers up frees too easy. He's just put in the left hand to tackle him. It looks perfect to me. And descent now.
And big brother Tomas isn't too happy about the decision either. And for a little bit of dissent, there's the punishment of an extra 13 metres.
It's not so O'Shea's style to give away fouls in the danger zone. He knows how crucial they are. He'll be very disciplined that way.
Daniel Goulding, 4 Munster under-21 medals, plus an All-Ireland under-21. First free of the afternoon in Killarney, goes straight between the posts. It's a long time though, Kevin, in terms of championship football, that you have to wait, particularly when you're the Munster and League champions, you have to wait for 10 minutes for a point.
Yeah, well, they just haven't settled. In fairness to Kerry, they took them on immediately from the throw-in and attacked. And it's a huge Cork crowd. All they want is something to shout about.
Seamus Scanlon adds it, and away comes Mike McCarthy from centre half back, steadying himself and popping it in. Oh, a good save by Alan Quirk. Kieran Donaghy was sniffing around, but the goalkeeper did really well. Not a good pass. Pierce O'Neill, lucky enough that he was 6'5". Fouled, well, an attempted foul.
A definite foul. He passed it to himself. Referee missed it.
And he got away with it. Pierce O'Neill takes the free quickly. Barry's Donegal O'Connor. Ahada and Ballydesmond represented on the team. Good ball inside. Ferris Kerrigan has the right boot. Great block down by Mark O'Shea. Comes across first Kieran Sheehan. There was a boot up. Has to be a free. Dead straight in front of the post. This time there's no dissent from Kerry. They acknowledge that that was a foul. And it's a chance for Cork to reduce Kerry's lead.
Right, now this is a handy one for Cork, all coming back from the foul committed. You know, pass the ball to himself, must hit a defender, must hit the ground. That's a brilliant save, fantastic save by Cork. But there's going to be a point. It's going to count for a technical error missed earlier.
Donegal O'Connor has really blossomed over the last 5 years. An All-Ireland junior medalist in 2005. He's in pursuit of an All-Ireland senior medal in 2010. Graduating from top of the left to leading the attack on the 40. He's a good footballer, this lad.
And the position he has, I think, is a great decision by Conor Coon. Number 11 is where he can really blossom. He's not needing all the, the 1-2 quick 3 balls that you need as a corner man. He's out the field, getting on ball. Better for him all round.
Fine catch on Micheál Quirk. Getting a chance to prove his football ability now that the great Darragh O'Shea has retired. Micheál Quirk, really great leap. Came down awkwardly, as you can see, and suffered the consequences.
Yeah, I think he got a bang in the head as he was going for it. It's there's nothing easy out there.
Kieran O'Reilly's in Tralee.
I think he's got a blood. He must have a blood mark, yeah.
On the field for the moment is Anthony Marr. He's also an up-and-coming star that we saw through the league. Kieran Donaghy gives it back. There's a chance for him to make an immediate impact into the chest of Alan Quirk. And he starts it out for the Cork centre half back, Michael Shields. Kieran Sheehan. Tommy Griffin with him. Still Sheehan. Flicks it back first, Pierce O'Neill. Aidan Walsh to his immediate left. Goes into the middle, Alan O'Connor. Back out first, Michael Shields. They need the ball to be delivered in. A lot faster, more efficient than this. Paul Kerrigan, little jig. Mark O'Shea chases after him. Still Kerrigan, Nemo Rangers man! It got a slight deflection and it's gone out for a 45.
Great work by O'Shea. He got caught on the outside. Look at the dive. Now that's commitment. He saved it for a 45. Still should be punished though.
Good work by Paul Kerrigan, and O'Shea did really well, didn't he?
Yeah, terrific work. And they're the small things. I saw scores last night where defenders were almost there if they only threw their bodies across the ball. That's the key. Get level and throw the body across it. Got to get something on it.
Just by the way, looking at the flags around Fitzgerald Stadium, just a slight summer breeze favouring Kerry in this first half. There's O'Connor's 45, it's swinging left and wide. Cork have now registered 2 wides in the opening 15 minutes. Brendan Keeley from Kilcommon. Kerry minor goalkeeper back in 2003. Donnacha O'Connor getting there ahead of Mike McCarthy. Holding the play, unsure, hesitant about what option is the best. Good work here by Paddy Kelly, or Patrick Kelly. He's on the 20, heading towards the 13, onto the left boot, and that is going to raise a white flag. Struggled to make the Cork under-21 team a few years ago, has worked hard, came on against Limerick in 2008, and has now established himself in the starting 15 for the Rebels.
Yeah, good strong running from Patrick Kelly there. Shook off his marker, I think it was Anthony Marr. Got free from Kirk's back on again, but it's 3-all. They've levelled it and they've settled.
Level for the first time after 16 minutes. Keeley's kick out was intended to reach Tomas O'Shea. Interesting to see Tomas wearing 5 but operating a left half back. A deliberate strategy by Jack O'Connor to Mark Allen O'Connor. Now that is a real beauty. Daniel Goulding gets his second point in this Munster Championship clash. Well, watch this. This is worth analysing. Simple football, knew exactly what it was going to do. Killarney Cathedral in the background and the ball flying between the posts.
Well, and it could have flew on downtown as well. It's such a bomb, he hits it. And the interesting thing is Thomas Sullivan knows he's strong on the left. He offers it up to him, but he still has the accuracy and the ability. What a kick.
Cork are beginning to find their rhythm. Certainly for the first 10 minutes looked a bit shaky. And now they're delivering better quality ball. Not great, by the way, but it's faster. Kerrigan getting it across towards Daniel Goulding. Going through the centre and an overlap was Pierce O'Neill. Tomas O'Shea anticipated that. It goes past Donnacha O'Connor, willing to take on Mark O'Shea. Again, O'Shea tries to get a block down. Was there from along the sideline?
Agreed, but you miss on the sideline. The manager getting behind you, egging you on, pushing you on to greater limits, or greater efforts. And that is missed. Some managers like to be down there in the middle. It's like a championship match that they're playing in themselves.
And can you actually hear the manager when you're out there, Kevin?
Not a single word, I'd say.
There you go. End of argument, Kevin McStay. Ball comes down for his Graham Canty. Gets there ahead of Donaghy. Bantry Bluesman, just back from injury. Not too sure where Graham is going, in the wrong direction. Referee says it's a foul by Kieran Donaghy. And away comes Paddy Cassan. Ray Kerry coming forward from the right corner back position. Tries to get by this initial challenge. Donnacha Walsh was having none of it. Free to Cork.
These guys are all being noted. People think that you're not noted anymore. It's just they don't show you the black card anymore, the black book as it were. But these all count and they end up in yellows if you keep at it.
Michael Shields, far as Aidan Walsh. Pierce O'Neill. Patrick Kelly. Almost 12 minutes since Kerry scored. As the game, in terms of dominance, seems to have changed to the league and Munster champions. Just slightly. Brendan Keeley provides an option. Conceded 2 goals against Tipperary, but still performed quite well between the posts. Seamus Scanlon from Curragh, 30-year-old. First championship game was against Limerick all of 8 years ago. There he is again. Not a good ball to Mike McCarthy. He had to work hard to retain possession. Here comes Thomas Sullivan, man of the match in the All-Ireland final last September. Laying it off first, Micheál Quirk. They look for Kieran Donaghy. Graham Canty keeping him company. Sending it low far as Declan O'Sullivan as Donaghy goes for the return. O'Sullivan with a little bit of space. Thought about initially having a pop. Goes at the second time round. The danger here is Colm Cooper knocked away. Good play by Jamie O'Sullivan. Down for a centre half forward, Donnacha O'Connor. Again, stepping up a gear. Paddy Cassan. In the centre is Aidan Walsh. They now need to kick from here. And they do. Good ball. In for his Paul Kerrigan. Can he get inside the cover? It's 1 against 2. It's Kerrigan. Brilliantly blocked down. Mark O'Shea, full credit once again. What a corner back. Seamus Scanlon, Kieran Donaghy coming out around midfield, back to Scanlon. Did well to gather the ball into his arms. Tomas O'Shea. In the centre, Killian Young. Over this side, unmarked, is Kieran Donaghy. Coming across to tackle him as Michael Shields. An effort from Donaghy is just slightly to the left and wide. That's Kerry's second wide of the game. Marco, here's the second. Paul Kerrigan was facing him and Keeley. And look at this. O'Shea, 10 out of 10.
That's an art form in itself, you know, but it takes bravery and commitment.
All-star 3 times. Shaq O'Connor has guided his county to 2 All-Ireland titles. It's his second season back. Alan Quirk recovered from that groin injury during the National Football League. Up comes Aidan Walsh, knocked down by Seamus Scanlon. Somehow Scanlon got his paws in it. Lays it off, referee has blown his whistle. Man from Crossmaglen Rangers felt the Kerry midfielder was being fouled, so there's a free again for Kerry.
Exact
Once
same
more,
position.
Brian Sheehan.
Exact same position, I'd say, Marty, is it? Or very close to it. Imagine playing against a team that, you know, every time you foul from anywhere from the midfield in, you're in danger of conceding a point.
And so much, indeed, our own pre-match build-up was about Colm Cooper and Kieran Donaghy. Sheehan is just as good. Isn't that lovely to watch? 2 points. All of them 45s. Look at that. I think that's just beautiful to watch.
And that's, it has to be said, more than 45 metres. As the crow flies, that's, you know, you're touching 50 there, but he's stroking it so beautifully and lots of distance.
Level for the second time in Fitzgerald Stadium after 24 minutes. Kick out is aimed at Alan O'Connor. Cleverly knocking it down for Michael Shields. Kieran Sheehan. Unlucky not to gather it. Ray Carey is working hard at number 2. Laying it out for his Paddy Cassan. Coming in to challenge Micheál Quirk. Cassan did well to get by the initial challenge and tackle. Goes back for his Aidan Walsh. And his effort is rather poor. Mark O'Shea goes out to gather it. There's no such thing as letting the ball go wide. That's very good play by Mark O'Shea. Now the pass from Brendan Keeley wasn't the best. Seamus Scanlon did well to recover, but I think if there's going to be a bit of criticism is that the goalkeeper giving the ball away to a player that was clearly under pressure.
Yeah, put him under pressure immediately.
Yellow card for Kieran Sheehan. 3 yellow cards in this match so far after 25 minutes. Michael Shields and Kieran Sheehan of Cork and Darren O'Sullivan of Kerry. Goalkeeper now suffers from that hesitation that we were talking about Cork in the opening 10 minutes. He's now conceded possession in the sense there's going to be a throw ball on the 20-metre line. Big men go up for it. One of them is Pierce O'Neill. Curries Paul Kerrigan and he taps it over the bar. Cork back in front, but really it shouldn't have been. And goalkeeper Brendan Keeley will be disappointed that his hesitation cost his team a rather easy score.
Yeah, he's having a little bit of a wobble at the moment. Poor pass just before it. And here we go again with another short one.
Aimed at it, Seamus Scanlon. Making these passes to players that are being tightly marked, and there's always a chance of conceding possession, as did Donegal Walsh. Free to Cork. It's funny though, Kevin, isn't it? Because Kerry were so fluid in the opening 10 minutes, but now Cork have slowly got their rhythm together and they're playing a little bit more composed football. Yeah, Goulding to Paddy Cassan. Going for the score. It's a great effort from left half back Paddy Cassan. He had the opportunity because the space was there and he hit it sweetly. Very good score.
Yeah, we say about these that there's a great skill shooting it and slicing it from the outside of the right boot, but in fact there's so many players doing it nowadays that they must be practicing it and it's a terrific kick. Nobody came on to him. He said, let's have a pop over the bar.
Kick out comes into the middle. Hands go up, but nobody really touches it. Kieran Donaghy is out there. He's the one that's the last off the ground. Ball into the space and to the onrushing Patrick Kelly. Twisting and turning. Mick McCarthy staying with him. Lays it off first Pearson. Neil O'Neill. That's huge height. It's dropping over the bar. It's his very first point in the championship. It's a vital one.
It was a bit unorthodox. It was a midfielder's kick. It stayed up for a day or two, but it importantly landed right between the posts. He's delighted with himself.
The momentum has definitely swung Cork's way. That's 3 points in 3 minutes for the Rebels. Loose ball, picked up, high challenge. Killian Young is the player that's down. Donnacha O'Connor could be the player that needs a little word in his ear from the match referee. That's what's going to happen. And I'm pretty sure Pádraig Hughes is going to show the Cork centre half forward a yellow card.
Yep.
There's a picture that tells the story.
Caught him high, and I think in the minute he did, he knew he was going straight to yellow.
Little push by Noel O'Leary. Went unnoticed by the referee. Colm Cooper. Kieran Donaghy is waiting around the edge of the square. Going forward. I would have done credit to Ronan O'Gara or Brian O'Driscoll. And immediately, what's just underneath the surface, that little bit of tension has now overflowed just a little bit. Referee, there's a little bit of absence with Kieran Donaghy, and the referee saw this.
What the referee was trying to do is get the play to move on. He invited the Cork man to run 13 metres and take the free, and then Kieran Donaghy comes across him. That's yellow, I think.
Donaghy is trying to explain to the referee, Pádraig Hughes, but I can assure you, he has his mind made up. It's a yellow card. And I agree with you, Kevin. The referee was trying to get play to move on, stop the arguing, concentrate on football.
Correct.
But there was that afters. And Kieran Donaghy suffered as a result of it. Michael Shields, Aidan Walsh. Has to go back for his Graham Canty. He's fouled by Colm Cooper. Graham Canty to take it. Goes for the long ball option. Killian Young goes back to gather. Mark O'Shea. Tom O'Sullivan. Two very, very impressive corner backs. Over for Brian Sheehan. Kieran Donaghy wants the long ball. It's being delivered, but with a bit of power, with a bit of accuracy. Magnificent score by Brian Sheehan. He's adding substantially to the dynamic duo of the Gooch and Star.
Yeah, see, these are wonderful scores, Marty. You know, we see him as a free taker, I suppose. That's his primary skill. But these are bombs. Like, he's firing these from distance with magnificent accuracy on the run. This is, you know, top class stuff.
It's football. Football, football. And it's a joy to watch when you get long range efforts sailing over the crossbar from Brian Sheehan and indeed Paddy Cassatt earlier. First to the ball is the rule. Micheál Quirk implements it fairly and squarely. Sideline ball to Cork.
Go behind him.
Michael Shields. Paddy Cassatt was coming back to give him an option. Goes forward instead. Kerry well behind the ball, but so too are Cork. Perhaps here, Jamie O'Sullivan will create an opportunity. Down to his, well, same surname, different Christian name, Tom O'Sullivan, is being fouled by Daniel Goulding. Referee has blown his whistle. I don't think Tom heard it, and that's going to be a free out for the Kingdom. Tomas O'Shea, Footballer of the Year 2004. Donnacha Walsh from Cromarty. Back to O'Shea. In the centre, Declan O'Sullivan. Hefty shoulder on Aidan Walsh. Both players continue on. Most noticeably, Brian Sheehan. The crowd warming now to his performances at top of the left. Giving it inside to Donegal Walsh, creating the opportunity. He should try and put this one over. Dropping in, Alan Cork did well. That's two very good saves by the Cork goalkeeper. I know he's a big, tall lad, 6'3", but certainly his handling is vital.
So is Kieran Donaghy, and he's right beside him on both of them. Excellent handling. Referee gave him the benefit of the doubt, gave him the free out.
And he was under pressure. Although he did step behind the line, but I'm pretty sure the ball wasn't. Ray Kerry, back to Canty. Alan Quirk has come off his goal line, but Canty takes responsibility. Kieran Donaghy coming in to challenge. There's a wall of green and gold jerseys ahead of Canty, and it puts Noel O'Leary under severe pressure from Colm Cooper. Canty over far as Ray Kerry. Cork changed the direction of play. Down far as Paudie Kassan. Down this wing. Back to Kerry again. They need to deliver the ball long. Far more efficiently and incisively. Was that a throw? Crowd of Fitzgerald Stadium, at least the Kerry fans thought so. Aidan Walsh looks very nervous. Ball handling is not his usual standard, but he is a good footballer, I can assure you. Backfires Ray Kerry. Under pressure from Donaghy. Jamie O'Sullivan tries to provide an overlap. Puts it into the pathway of Jamie O'Sullivan from Bishopstown. Missed the under-21 All-Ireland final with a broken hand last year. Under pressure from Seamus Scanlon. Hurrying forward. The free is to Ray Kerry and to Cork. Kerry players protest. There's an extra 13 metres for descent, and the Cork want to take it quickly. Patrick Kelly floats it in towards Paul Kerrigan. Did well. Mark O'Shea right beside him. Still Kerrigan getting inside. He uses the fist and he puts it over the bar. Paul Kerrigan with his second point of the match. And when you consider the performance of right corner back Mark O'Shea in this opening half, still Paul Kerrigan has managed to squeeze 2 points out of the Gaeltacht man.
He's asked him plenty of questions, and again shows him outside and then comes back inside, and Mark O'Shea won't be happy with himself, giving him that danger area. That could have been a goal if there was someone on his left.
Kick out by Keelan. Gathered by Micheál Quirk. 2 minutes of additional time to be added on. Colm Cooper to Donaghy. Anybody home? Declan O'Sullivan to Donaghy. So wide.
The gooch is down, Marty, and he got a very late hit. And if the referee spotted that, he gives a little pass on inside. Watch it here. Bang. Canty takes him out.
Well, you could see that Colm actually banged his head on the ground there when landing. And that is what has caused the problem, actually.
Yeah. Now, of course, there's momentum involved. Don't get me wrong, but the point of making it was a big hit.
Yeah, it was a big hit. And obviously, the Kerry medical team are a little bit concerned about Colm Cooper. There's the push, and it was a heavy hit, and he did unfortunately hit the ground as well.
Yeah.
So it was a double momentum.
Well, let's talk about the miss. You know, there is a goal chance. They worked it well, did everything just about right, but didn't put it on target. Worked the opening well, took the keeper out of it. Should have slipped it in, didn't happen.
First real goal opportunity from the first half. Graham Canty has been shown a yellow card for that challenge on Colm Cooper. It means Cork have now 4 players on yellows. Graham Canty, Michael Shields, Donald O'Connor and Kieran Sheehan. Straight down the middle. Michael Shields. Jamie O'Sullivan, son of Seamus O'Sullivan from Dohenys in Cork that played back in the 70s and 80s. And he was a good footballer as well. Referee Pádraig Hughes blows his whistle, gives a free to Kerry. Colm Cooper wanted the quick ball into Kieran Donaghy. Brian Sheehan, in the form he's in, I think rightly takes responsibility. It's a different angle.
Yeah, it's the wrong side of the field for him. Big distance now as well here. He'll put it close though, and you have Donaghy at the end of it. He can get a flick to it. He's the tallest man in around there.
He concentrates. Here comes the run, the kick. He's hitting, magnificent. He really is. That is 4 points, 3 of them from frees and 1 from play, and all of them out around the 45. You have to be impressed.
Well, just how difficult is that free? I mean, most free takers wouldn't even thinking of scoring that. If you'd say, I'll get this in around the penalty spot, maybe the small rectangle, and he puts it over with plenty to spare on it.
Well, the referee blows the half-time whistle. Back to you, Michael.
Well, Marty, we didn't expect too much to be in it in this game, and there certainly isn't. Let's just get a quick word from Pat Spillane. Brian Sheehan scoring 4 points from frees. Pat, it's an excellent performance. As Marty said, you've only scored 2 from play.
That's right. I mean, we got 3 points in the first 8 minutes and got 3 points in the next 30 minutes. Kerry started well, there was purpose and there was some lovely kick passing, some lovely variety in the play. And then Cork took over. They took over around the middle of the field. They dominated the middle third. And their forwards have the legs on the Kerry backs. Remember, this is the Kerry defence, 5 of them over 30. And they're caught a little bit for pace. 4 Cork forwards scored in that half. Cork 2 points ahead and marginally the better team. I can't understand with Kerry. When they were dominating because they were moving the ball quick and fast, particularly kick pass, and then they got bogged down into this old slow hand passing game. And when Kerry do hand passing badly, they're as bad as any county. So it's an interesting game. It's still in the balance.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. We are going to take a short break. More from